So my name is Gianna, and I have been wanting to start a Booktuber channel for like the longest time, probably like for 2 years, and finally I've gotten the balls to do this. And I'm really excited because I have really bad anxiety, and finally I've worked myself up to do this. And so I'm starting out with a Booktuber Newbie tag, which I was I was watching YouTube Booktuber Leo Reads, and she really influenced me a lot to do it. And she started off with a Newbie Booktuber tag, and she tagged everyone who's been scared to do it, and I'm one of those people. So let's start it off.
Let's get right into it.
Alright, so let's do this. Question number 1. Why did you start this channel? I started this channel mainly because I don't have a lot of friends or know a lot of people who read or do the activities that I like to do. And I mean, yes, they do read, but not as much as I do. And when I want to talk about my books, either they haven't read it or they're just kind of like, why are you talking to me about this? And so I just want to be able to be around a community that, you know, I can relate to, meet new people, and stop being such a hermit, you know, because I'm in my room 24/7. Like, it's not great. I can't do it. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Question number 2. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to BookTube? Well, one, I could bring in like a different perspective to different books, which I know like every booktuber does, but I've always been very big on wanting to not let people know per se, but just kind of like being able to get people to want to read more, which is something that I've always wanted to do. Leo Reads got me into reading a lot more. And also I'm planning on doing like adding some art features into this because I like to draw, and I've been wanting to post art videos a lot too. So I'm gonna make this sort of like a booktube/art channel and see how that goes. And I'm really excited to do that. I'm really excited to, you know, get into it, start finally doing things that I've been wanting to do for the longest time. And yeah. And question 3, what are you most excited for about this new channel?
Reading.
Yeah, basically. Reading. I'm really big on, like, I've been really wanting to read a lot more, and I know that having a booktube will make it a bit more serious for me to start reading, and I really want to be able to express my opinion because, like I said, I'm a hermit, and there's so many things that I love, well, so many things that I've read and I've loved, and I've been wanting to, like, go crazy about. Like, I talk my husband's head off 24/7 about books, and I just, yeah, I'm ready to broaden my horizons and read new books.
My journey in increasing my book supply.
Okay. So yeah, on to the next question. Question number 4. I'm showing my cat. Hey, say hi, good boyo. Going back. Alright, so, question number 4. Why do you love reading? I love seeing different people's perspectives, and growing up, realizing that I can't control what people think, I can't control what they say, I can't change their minds so easily, knowing that I'll never truly know how someone feels about me has always kind of like made my brain tick, and it kind of like sometimes makes me feel a little crazy. So just being able to see, like, I love books especially that have multiple perspectives, because I'm able to see and know how everyone feels. Like, I feel like the mediator, even though I can't talk to them. And it gives me this weird feeling inside, and makes me feel warm and fuzzy, and it makes me just want to keep reading. And as soon as I'm done with the book, I'm like, here, I'm ready for another perspective, I'm ready for another story. And it literally keeps me going and keeps me alive, you know. Because my life sucks. My life really fucking. Question number 5. What book or series got you into reading? Honestly, Dr. Seuss books. Not gonna lie. Dr. Seuss books, like, my mom used to buy me them all the time, and I used to just, my mom used to buy them for me in bulk, like, off eBay and stuff, and I used to just go crazy. Like, yeah, of course, she'd buy me, like, 20 books at once, and I'd read 20 books in, like, 5 minutes. No, that's a lie. I'm not a superhero. I'm trying to think. I'm really trying to think what books that I read when I was younger, and I was like, oh, shit, this is where it's at. Roald Dahl books. Roald Dahl books were my life. Fantastic Mr. Fox was, like, the first book that I stood up, like, reading the whole night. I pulled an all-nighter reading that book, and I just kept reading a lot of his books. The Twits, The Witches, I think this is what it was called. I haven't read them in so long. James and the Giant Peach, which is, like, one of my favorite movies and favorite books of, like, all time. And yeah, he was, I think, one of the biggest inspirations after Dr. Seuss. Skirt. What questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? Question number 6. What questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? My main question, well, I have 2 main questions. 1, how did you get through the anxiety of starting to post books, having, like, yourself out there on the internet? I feel like maybe it'll pass through time, but if anyone can get, not even just, you know, my favorite booktubers, just people who have been doing this for a while, if you can give me some tips and tricks, if you're willing, I would really appreciate it, you know. And then question number 2 for, favorite booktubers, or just booktubers in general who come across this video. How do you find such amazing books? I do not understand that. So I'm just like, where, why, how, let me know, give me these tips. You don't have to, but, if you want to, so I can help pass it down further to help other people read and want to start reading books. Question number 7. What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? I hope I'm saying that question right. I probably wrote this shit wrong, but like I mentioned before, I'm a huge hermit, and there's a lot of things about myself that I don't know, and I really hope that by making this YouTube channel, I'm able to find myself out more. Hopefully I'm able to start reading more, which is something I want to do a lot too. I want to be able to meet new people, and I just want to be able to put myself out there, and that's something that I feel like, yes, is very nerve-wracking, and it is something that I'm going to have to overcome because, like I said, it's so easy for me to just... And so, even though it will be something that's pretty hard for me to overcome, I definitely will try my best to do it. I will try my best to make this as constant as I can, and to just reach out to people, because it's something that I've been wanting to do for so long. I'm so, tired of not really being able to go out there, and not just that, just always wanting to just be with myself, but having this deep down feeling inside where I'm just like, I wish I had more friends. I wish I could go out and talk to people, and I wish that I could just communicate with people more, and hopefully this is something that will allow me to do that and will help me do that further. Yeah. Question 8. When did you start reading? I like to say I started reading about kindergarten, which I guess is the usual time when kids start reading. It's okay if you didn't at that time, though. It's okay. You're not different. It's awesome. You're still good. You can still read. But I used to just see my sister reading all the time, 24/7. She had a new book every other day, and I remember seeing her and watching her read, and all I would think of is, I want to be like that. That's so cool. She just reads all the time. She's just always looking at a book. And that's what I always wanted to do and what I always wanted to aspire to be. And I just started reading and taking off from there. I read at pretty big, not big grade levels. I read like probably 3 grades above me by the time I was like in 4th grade. And I just started reading a lot more. And
Here I am,
here I am.
making a booktube.
Making a booktube, trying to appeal to these folks. Please follow me, y'all. I ain't got no friends. Alright.
Hit the forks after.
Question number 9. Where do you read? Anywhere I can. I read at work. I read in this chair that I just bought. I read in my bed. I read in my car if I can. I try not to because of motion sickness, but I still like if the book is really good, I'm gonna vomit for that book. But I also like to read like basically honestly anywhere that I can. There isn't a set place where I tend to like reading. Question number 10, and I think this is the last question. What kind of books? What kind of books do you like to read? I really like reading thriller books. I like mystery books. No, I do not like reading hentai. Thriller books, mystery books, retellings. I just started getting into retellings, and I have never read sci-fi before, but I picked up Nevernight, and also the Illuminati Files. I hope that I'm pronouncing that right, the Illuminati Files. So hopefully I'll get into that. I read a couple pages of Illuminati, and I am like over the roof with it. I was like blushing the whole time. I was like, oh my god, this is so cute. Also like destruction everywhere. So I was really excited. So yeah, I mostly tend to, sometimes I'm in the mood for romance. I'm not always in the mood for romance, but there are times where I'm there and I'm like, let me read some cutesy stuff, you know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I've been trying to broaden my horizons, but yeah. So, yeah, that's the end.
Say your name. No, the G did. The name of the channel.
So yeah, that's the end of this newbie booktuber tag, and I'm really excited that I'm doing this. This, like I said, is something I've been wanting to do for so long. I watch so many different booktubers. Naya Reads and Smiles, Emma Books. I am a really huge fan of Leo Reads. Like, she's so cute, and I love the way she does her reviews, and she really is one of the biggest inspirations that I've had to make this video. And so yeah, like, I hope that, you know, people are nice and they welcome me with open arms. I'll try to be as frequent and as I try to be as frequent and as I'll try to be as frequent and as consistent as possible, and I really can't wait to join it, and I'm excited to make another video. So